Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Monday. I hope you guys had a terrific weekend. I am here with one of the writers from my staff. Pleasure to network with him and collaborate with him on this content. And we're here to talk about whether we are seeing the future quarterback running back duo in Jaxson Dart and Cam Skattebo. I am here with Ben Tredinnick. Ben, how's it going, man?
It's going all right, Miguel. Hope you're all right as well.
Yeah, everything is great on my end. Thank you. Thank you. So I don't know, Ben, but there's just something brewing about these two players, these new draft picks from the Giants that I don't know. I just have a good feeling about the future. I have a great feeling more about Cam Skattebo than Jaxson Dart. This is someone that I have followed the entire season last year at Arizona State. What a tremendous competitor he is. Mental toughness. He is very tough to tackle. I mean, he was one of the biggest reasons why Arizona State had an amazing turnaround last year in college
Yeah,
football. And the fact that he's a member of the Giants, I have a great feeling about him. The same way with Jaxson Dart, but more Cam Skattebo. So my question to you is, do you believe that we are seeing the future? It might, I don't think it will happen this year. I could be wrong, but could we be seeing the future starting position, quarterback, Jaxson Dart, and running back, Cam Skattebo?
maybe. I'll break it down position wise. Let's start with Cam Skattebo for here. I fully agree with you, Miguel. I think he's more likely to be a starter sooner rather than later. That his last year of Arizona State was, I mean, absolutely amazing. He is the reason why they made the CFP, won the Big 12, and I'm a Texas fan, so his performance against the Longhorns in the Peach Bowl, I think it was the Peach
Yep.
Bowl, that essentially kept them in the game. Uh, that is, I mean, I always sort of knew he was good, but that was the right. This guy is good. And then when I saw mock drafts and like the rankings, I'm like, well, where is he? This guy is going to be probably a second, maybe a third round pick. If not, he's going to be a steal. Whoever's going to get him is going to be, they're going to get a good player. And then fourth round, our first pick. Shout out to our friends from Germany for doing it. And then Cam Skattebo. Very good. Very happy about that. Do I think he could be the next, let's say, Saquon Barkley, the traitor? I don't think he'll stab us in the back like Saquon did, but I do think he has the potential to do well, especially with this new offense that we are building. We've got Malik Neighbors as our sort of our new main wide receiver. We've got Scatterbo. Focusing now on the quarterback position, it's been with the last 7, 8 years with Daniel Jones, it's been rough. I think that's the best way to describe it, rough. Some days he was good, some days he was gone, some days he was bad. He's gone now. We're moving on. Do I think that Russell Wilson will start? Yes. No, he is the experienced quarterback. He will start week one. But will Jaxson Dart play this year? I think he will. No, the Giants' schedule is shockingly difficult, let's put it bluntly. And so if Wilson manages to struggle, if Jameis Winston, I got no hope for him. Well, I got no hope for Jameis Winston, not one bit. But if Winston doesn't. I'm not completely royal out Winston. If Wilson struggles in those opening games, and we get to a point where we could very much be 0-8, that's how poor it is. The season's gone. If I'm Brian Daboll, I'm putting in Jaxson Dart, putting it in right then. These will essentially be dead rubbers to give him experience. is he the new franchise quarterback? I liked him at Ole Miss. I think he's for this whole draft process, he has been very much underrated. With all the attention on Cam Ward and Tredinnick Sanders and even Jalen Milroe, uh, even with Milroe, what's his name, Jaxson Dart, you know, he's sort of been lurking there, just waiting for someone to pay attention to him. We did. I think he'll do well.
I do believe that somewhere in the regular season he will start, and you gotta give him some reps. You gotta throw him into the wolves. You have to. Obviously, he's the so far the third quarterback behind Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston. I'm not sold on Jameis Winston. When he was with New Orleans, he showed some promise, but in my opinion, he's streaky, and I'm not a fan of athletes who are streaky. Excuse me. So I'm pulling for Jaxson Dart. I like his personality, something that we spoke
Yeah,
before. I like
yeah.
his
He
personality. He's well spoken for a young talent like him. And I really hope that he stays healthy and just continue to put in work. As long as he puts in, if he has a tremendous work ethic and stays healthy, I feel that the quarterback position will be his in the future.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
As for Cam Skattebo, he's fearless. If you when you watch his interviews, you could tell that he's a very confident person in himself. Someone that, always had somebody, especially mostly his family, around him, always pushing him. Like his father and his brother, he always spoke highly of them. So I'm really looking forward to what he brings to the table. And like I said, it all comes down to health because, football is one of those sports where injuries can happen at any given moment. It doesn't matter if it's training camp, preseason, whatever the case may be, it can happen. So as long as those two guys um have an incredible amount of work ethic, wait for their time, never give up, and just stay healthy.
Yeah, I fully agree. I mean, we've dealt in the last 5 years. We've had more or less an injury crisis every single week. It's always been somebody. If 2022 taught us anything, it's if everyone can stay healthy and at the top of their game, this team could potentially go far. I'm not saying that they will this year. I mean, I have low expectations, but in the future, if everyone's healthy, then this team can finally actually challenge, at least for the NFC East, because it's been what, 12 years, 13 years, maybe even longer since the Giants have won. In fact, I saw something last week, maybe a week before. Every single other team in the NFC has won their division except us in the last 10 years.
Yeah, it's quite a drought there, but eventually in life, streaks and droughts are meant to be broken. It's gonna happen at some point. I don't see it happening this year. So, but I am looking forward to that defensive line. That has me very
Mhm.
exciting. That
Yeah.
defensive line. Oh man, that's gonna be fun. That's the one thing that I'm looking forward to watch. Well, one of the two things I'm looking forward to watch of the Giants season, this upcoming season, their defensive line. And now that you add Abdul Carter there,
Yeah, he's a good Carl. I mean, just after the one of his bowl games, there was genuine rumor that Carter would have been the number one pick. So I don't want to say again we've got a steal, but that is a very good pick.